This Easter Sunday will more than likely look and seem quite different compared to our usual traditions, but you can still create special moments at home to recognize and celebrate the holiday, starting with breakfast. And no, not just by eating the chocolate eggs in your basket. Jenna Coles is inviting us inside her kitchen today. Jenna, how are you doing?
I'm doing great. How are you?
We're doing all right, and we're glad to see you. And so you've been out of school for several weeks now.
I have. I've been out since March 13th, and we're not going to go back until maybe May 4th.
We just don't know, do we? So are you getting a little more time to learn some new recipes?
I am, and one of those is a blueberry coffee cake.
Nice. All right. So blueberry coffee cake sounds good for Easter Sunday morning. How do we get started?
All right, so the first thing that we have to do is sift our dry ingredients together. I have 2 cups of all-purpose flour, half a cup of sugar. I got stuck in there. Hold up.
You got all your ingredients measured out.
So good.
You like to have all your ingredients assembled and measured out before you start, don't you?
I do. That way it's just a lot easier.
It does.
4 teaspoons of baking powder. Now this might seem like overkill, but I promise it helps. 4 teaspoons. And then half a teaspoon of salt. We put it in a sifter, so just sift it together. You don't have to sift it together if you don't want. You can just whisk it together or just put it all in a bowl. But I just like to sift my ingredients. 1, so there's no lumps. We don't have a lumpy coffee cake. And 2, I think it's just more smooth, and I think it just tastes better.
Okay, I'm going to try that. I've been doing a little baking, Jenna. You'd be proud of me. And I wondered the difference in just using a spoon and using a sifter.
The spoon, it kind of just clumps it together, but a sifter, make sure you get all of those lumps out, and I think it looks beautiful. It looks like this.
It does. It looks great.
Kind of looks like snow. That's what the weather's feeling like today. It's cold. All right, now we're going to mix our wet ingredients together. I have half a cup of milk, half a cup of sour cream, got a little spatula, baby spatula. I'm going to take the sour cream into the milk.
That's sour cream?
Yes, it is.
Interesting, okay.
You can use yogurt if you want to, but I just like to use sour cream.
Uh-huh.
Make sure you use half a cup. All right, then we have 1 egg and 3 tablespoons of oil. Get all that good oil in there. We've got to whisk and whisk it up. And when it gets all mixed up, I kind of think it reminds me of pudding. I don't know why. It just kind of looks like that. Kind of odd, but. All right, this is looking good. See, it kind of does look like pudding.
Nicely done. I see.
All right, we're going to pour our wet ingredients into the dry. Make sure you get all the ingredients.
Have you been adding some new videos to your YouTube channel while you've had, again, a little more time off from school?
I have, and the latest one I did was an easy communion bread recipe. All right, now that we have our wet ingredients added to the dry, got a spatula, and I'm just going to mix them together. Make sure they get nice and combined. And once they're combined, don't overmix it, because then your coffee cake is going to be kind of hard, and I don't want that.
No, we want it nice and soft and moist.
Yeah. And one of the things about coffee cake that I find kind of funny is it doesn't have any coffee in it whatsoever. There is no coffee in a coffee cake. So when Mom said, hey, do you want to try out a coffee cake? I was like, sure. And then I was like, getting out coffee. She's like, what are you doing? I said, I'm going to put coffee in the cake. She said, no, you're supposed to drink it with coffee.
Oh, yes. Pairs well with a nice hot cup of coffee.
And this coffee cake stands up to that name. It is so good with a nice warm cup of coffee in the morning on Easter Sunday or just any morning. I think it is great.
And I see those blueberries. I love blueberries, and they're good for us, too.
Yes, these are so good. We have 1 1/4 cup of blueberries. Just going to pour those straight in the bowl and give them a mix. Just gently fold them in. And if you're going to use frozen blueberries, you can if you want to, but just make sure before you put them in here, coat them in a tablespoon of flour so they don't just sink to the bottom. And then you have like the top with just bread coffee cake and the bottom with like loaded blueberry. We don't want that. We want even blueberry distribution all throughout the coffee cake.
Right.
We have a greased springform pan. I went ahead and locked it. One of the great things about a springform pan is the bottom just kind of pops out. I can't get it popped out. Oh, there we go.
I like
that. But make sure it's locked.
Okay.
When you pour your ingredients in. Hold on, let me get it locked.
I don't think I've seen a contraption like that before.
Yeah, they're commonly used to make cheesecakes, but they're great for this coffee cake.
Jenna always has, you have the best kitchen accessories.
Yeah,
I always love seeing what you have.
All right, we're gonna clean up our area a little bit. Our springform pan is ready to go. Make sure it's locked. One of the important things is it's locked, because if it's not, then once you pour your batter in, this bottom part's just kind of fall out. Your ingredients are gonna go everywhere.
That would be a mess.
It's a mess. You don't want to fool with that. Trust me.
Right. We do not want to deal with that.
Kitchen tips 101. All right, I've got my bowl of batter. We're gonna scrape it into the pan. I can't say pan this morning. Get all that goodness. All those good blueberries, all the good coffee cake batter. Just a bunch of goodness in a pan. All right, we're gonna set that aside. Smooth it out. Make sure everything is even. You can even tap it on the counter once or twice if you want to. Give it a good spread. All right, it's looking good. Now, we have 2 tablespoons of raw cane sugar. We have 2 tablespoons of sliced almonds and a 1/4 teaspoon of cinnamon. We're gonna mix these together.
I bet that's gonna add a really nice crunch on top.
Yeah, it's got a nice crunch, some flavors, some sweetness.
So good.
It's gonna add some sweetness. Just sprinkle this on the top of your coffee cake. This is gonna be so good. And then lastly, 1/4 cup of blueberries on the top.
Oh yeah, gotta have more of those.
Of course, you want it to be a very blueberry coffee cake. All right, this is all ready to go. It smells great. But once you bake it in the oven at 400 degrees for 25 to 30 minutes, it will smell even better. It will taste better. I have one done already.
Look at that. Beautiful. Jenna, that looks amazing.
Thanks. These are best served warm. So once they come out of the oven, they are delicious. You can heat them up in the microwave if you made them the night before. Have them with a cup of coffee. Perfect for your Easter morning breakfast.
Jenna, thank you so much. Happy Easter to you and your family.
Happy Easter to y'all too.